Thank you, sir.
After the interim report by the Presidential Working Party on education reforms recommended domiciling junior secondary in primary school, the Ministry of Education has issued new requirements and registration guidelines for private and public schools across the country. That includes merger of institutions with less than 45 students in urban and populated areas. Schools meet the requisite number of qualified grade 7 teachers. Schools to have labs for integrated sciences, 2 extra classes and sufficient playground, among others. According to the Coordinator for Education Policy in Africa, Boaz Uruku, the minimum threshold of 45 students per class should not be used to block the 100% transition for grade 6 pupils, both in private and public schools.
The numbers should not be used to block 100% transition agenda, because the moment you start saying now these the examination schools or centers which have been certified should be allowed to continue with their children. The moment now you bring a different parameters, it means that you'd be creating longer distances.
However, Kangema Member of Parliament Peter Kihungi has welcomed the idea, though calling on the government to review its 45 learners minimum requirement based on the availability of infrastructure in CBC domiciled institutions.
Whenever you bring now where there is infrastructure, then you bring those students to where there is no infrastructure, it becomes a major challenge again. Therefore, we will be able to see how we can be able to advise the government on how we can be able to create a school, a junior secondary school, to a school that has infrastructure, though it doesn't have enough students.
With the possibility of having feeder schools, parents have decried the cost of learners attending joint classes in the proposed proximity of 2 kilometers radius in populous urban and dense areas will be expensive and a burden to them.
Hiyo iko na tatizo, maana wazazi wengi hawajiwezi, na kubadilisha mtoto kutoka shule moja kumpeleka shule nyingine ni gharama pia, na pia distance ya mpaka nyumbani, so inalemea wazazi wengine.
Already, the Ministry of Education, in conjunction with the Ministry of Interior and the Teachers Service Commission, has started the assessment on the readiness of primary schools to admit junior secondary learners. Bentura Komboka, K24, Nairobi.